Guess who gets paid in food stamps tonight? I'm gonna lick them. That's my hobby, licking stamps. I'll lick any stamp. My favorite stamp is tramp. I'm gonna lick the hell. Let me take that back. It depends on the size of the envelope it's on. I ain't looking for a forever stamp. I got to be able to make it one tongue swipe. If I need a Walmart scooter to get from A to B, you know, sorry, I scared you right there. It's like, shit, it's coming at me. That was in 3D. I could almost touch the ignorance on that one. I feel like I pretty much out white trashed everybody. That's my job. I just want everybody outside later talking about the show, going, "What you think? Did you have a good time?" I left uplifted. I feel awesome. A sign said comedian, but what it ought to say is motivational speaker. Makes me want to be somebody. I'm going back to ITT, Earl. I'm going to learn to draw. I have a DVD for sale, and you might as well buy it because nobody's going to believe what happened. I got picked on a lot in school. I didn't know how to fight, but I knew how to talk my way out of a fight. This one kid had me against a wall one time, right? He's getting ready to hit me, and I just start talking. I go, don't hit me, man, don't hit me. I'm a hemophiliac. That means if I start bleeding, my blood won't clot. I'll die. Yeah, he had no idea what hemophiliac meant. He thought I said I was a homosexual. Yeah. And then he started crying, came out of the closet, and he kissed me. After that, I quit talking my way out of it. Just fucking hit me. Sitting in the office going, "I'm glad I helped you with your journey." Here's the main difference between me and Abraham Lincoln. I like it how some of you are enjoying the history jokes, and by some of you, I mean like 4. And the rest of the room has got this look like, I don't want to learn. Lincoln was assassinated while watching a play, and when my wife makes me go to a musical, I can't help but think that he got off light. Jesus turned water into wine, and so far, I've turned it into pee. I love the silence at that table. You're like, that's the main difference you came up with. Wow, is your Bible a pop-up book? I hope you get hit in the eye with a commandment. I went to church every Sunday. I was there every Sunday. Those doors was open, I was there because Mom and Dad wanted Sunday off. And I was in the youth group, and I drove my little youth minister crazy, man. One day he just goes, "Thou shalt just not." You got to settle down, sir. You're going to poop a little brimstone. Here's what I found out at the grocery store. They're making grapes that taste like cotton candy. Have you seen this? Yeah. Let me rephrase that. I ate a grape today that tasted like a clown's ass. My Lord, I thought I was in the wax fruit section. How sad is it they got to trick us into eating fruit? Hope they don't do that with all the food. How would you like your steak? Laffy Taffy. There's something else keeping me up at night. Home Depot is selling body wash in the checkout line next to the Snickers. Let me explain. This means that Home Depot thinks hygiene is an impulse buy. Will that be all for you today, or may I interest your nasty ass in a shower? And it's whiskey scented body wash. Apparently that's for the guy that can't drink on the job, but by God, he wants to smell like it. Hell yes, I'm jealous. Why didn't they have that when I was a kid? That would have been amazing. 16-year-old Dale gets pulled up by the cops. You smell like you've been drinking. No, I was cussing and Mom washed my mouth out with Jack Daniel's soap. I always like to end my shows on a happy note, so here we go. I don't have kids. I know some of you are so damn polite you don't want to laugh, and others are like, there is a Santa Claus. Here's the deal. Me and my wife tried to have kids, but she kept screaming wrong hole. I know. I was like, well, that's where Dad said I came from. Of course I didn't say that. I ain't losing another house. But we did try to have a baby. We did. We went to the doctor. We did the whole thing. It was emotional as hell. It didn't work out, and you're going to find this hard to believe. But the doctor told me I got a lot of troops, but half of them are confused and swimming in circles. Who knew? I feel like some of you are not getting the visual. My Navy SEALs are wearing floaties. Who wants to go tubing? What was your favorite part? I liked it when we ran back up the slide. Phone sex commercials. Have you seen those? 1-900-SPANK me, I'm horny. Seen the phone? Y'all have sex in this town? I know it's chilly outside, but it can be an indoor sport too. I feel like I said the sex word. Some of y'all are like, We don't want to talk about phone sex. We owe them a lot of money. There's an honest woman clapping right there. I came here to giggle, not discuss my phone bill. Some people think they should have men doing phone sex commercials now on TV. And I think that, no. We would screw it up. I don't even, the questions are too confusing for me. They are. They ask all them, hey, what turns you on? I'm like, what? Fishing? I'm really not prepared for this. You want to talk to Bill? My show is sponsored by Adderall. I like to mix my Adderall with Skittles. I'll mix them up, put them in the oven, set it on 350, and wait for the rainbow of personalities to show up. And then we play Uno. We didn't always. We used to play Go Fish, and then things went wrong. Here's what happened. We was playing Go Fish with the devil, and he was cheating, and I knew it, so I called him on it right, and then he got mad, and he jumped up on a hickory stump and said, boy, let me tell you what. Do you have any sixes or not? Because he's the devil. You know he's got six. Go to church. I can't know more about the Bible than anybody else in this room, or we're not going to make it. I haven't even read it, but I'm pretty sure there's not a verse in there that says, and then an idiot shall lead them. Come with me and you'll see. Run. You know you're weird when the hitchhiker looks at you and goes, that's okay, I'll take the next one. That happened. I pulled over. All of a sudden, he had a schedule. I think I introduced myself improperly. I just pulled up. Hi. Get in. Yes, I have been arrested a lot. Thank you for asking. When I was 16, I got arrested for putting a for sale sign in front of the courthouse, and apparently that's against the law. So now I'm in the back of the cop car, and I'm trying to talk my way out of it using the potato defense. I'm like, I say funny, you say felony, let's call the whole thing off. Thank you for showing up, though. I appreciate it. It's really hard doing this job door to door. It is. I don't know what makes me madder, that we own 2 Chihuahuas or that I can't spell the word Chihuahua. When we first got them, I couldn't even pronounce it. I was like, what in the world is a Chihuahua? She didn't correct me either. That went on for weeks. I went to the vet and told him I had an appointment for my Chihuahua. They sent me home with one of them neck cones. I don't like owning things I can't spell. That's why I don't drive a Hyundai. Don't even get me started on Mitsubishi. I stick with what I know, Chevrolets. I know this is weird, but I would like to remind you guys that you came to me. This is your fault. I didn't show up at your house. You want to hear a joke about my wiener? Now, I feel like some of you guys are like, well, that's why we're here. I brought my lady, let's hear it. My mom still thinks if this job doesn't work out, I should join the Army. And I'm like, look at me. I'm not Army material, I'm barely Salvation Army material. I'd have been in the middle of a war ringing a bell. Please don't hit me, please don't hit me. If you're gonna be mean, put $1 in the bucket. I'm not a fight. I wouldn't even know what to say to a terrorist. I'd be like, halt, stop, woohoo. You guys want some gum? No, I always wanted to be a fighter. I saw Bruce Lee. I was a little kid. He was cool, right? He was skinny like me. He went like that. He looked awesome. I did that, and I pooped a little. It still worked. The bullies left me alone. I have very high hips. So I'm happily married, but I don't ask my wife because I don't want that second opinion. But I do know I'm lucky, especially when I see my friends hitting on younger women. You ever seen a 50-year-old man hitting on a 25-year-old woman? Don't look around the room, I just forgot where I'm at. I'm just saying, when you see it from a distance, it's exhausting. It is. If you're a married man, look at that, you're like, shit, that's still happening. I'm so lucky I never have to go through that. If I got divorced, I wouldn't even know what to say to a young lady now. I'd be like, hi, my name's Dale, and my hobbies include getting up twice a night to fish. Have you seen my readers? I have to sit down when